It's Jenny here from Stampin' Moments. I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the UK. I just wanted to show you what we made in our stamp class today. So we used the Happiness Abounds stamp set. One of the projects was this card covered box of chocolates, which they're Cadbury's, well, they call it a gift card, but it's a square sort of you open it up and then there's a box of chocolates inside. All right, so we just thought pretty it up a bit. Okay, so there's that, and then I made a matching gift bag with a little tag to go with it as a set. Okay, so I'll just put it to one side and I'll show you all the things that I used to make it. So the stamp set is called Happiness Abounds, and it's got a matching die set which is called Blossoming Happiness dies. The actual suite, there's a suite of products with the matching papers and stuff. It's called Hues of Happiness. Okay, so quite a few names popping around, but that's the stamp set that I used. Okay, so lots of lovely sentiments and outline flowers to colour in. The dies cut out all the flowers and the leaves, and then we've got a few other little ones. And then I used the scalloped contour dies, the big scallop one and then the next size down. The embossing folder is a cascading ruffles one for the bag, and then the tags, it's actually new out of the new mini autumn catalogue, so I'll just show you those. There is a stamp set that goes with the tags as well, but this one's a double one. So I used this tag here, which is really lovely. It's got the score line in the middle, and it's got the stitched and the scallops at each end. And when you cut it, it will look like that. Alright, so you just fold along the score line and then you've got a lovely tag to write inside and decorate on the outside. Okay, and then this one is more of a tag pocket. It's got the two little tabs at the side and still the score lines, and you fold them up and then you can use a little slider one. It's got some lovely accent pieces. Got the lovely stitched circle, a snowflake, rectangle, a couple of little banners, two hearts, the mitten to match the stamp set. You've got some candles and a balloon. So it's really lovely. I think we'll probably be using that in our next class with the matching stamp set. And the matching stamp set is actually a red rubber one, which I love. And I used the papers out of the Celebration catalogue, which you can get free with a £45 order. There's silver or gold. There's two patterns, the little dots or the stripes. And how many sheets do you get in there? 24 6x6. So I'll use those. And then the other product I used is the stencils, which they're called Artistic Mix. So you get those two. And then you get these two as well. You can do them separately or add them on top of one another, so like that would make a lovely tartan. This one goes on top of this one, so you can get the little pattern inside. And then you've got these, this sheet with the little die cuts out, and you get the recess bits as well, so that's lovely. That's in the annual catalogue. Okay, I've got a bit of a shadow going on here. It's so sunny here. Right, so let's make the chocolate gift card. Like I said, you can get two sorts, so depending, but they're exactly the same size. Okay, and I got mine from Asda. So you need 2 pieces of cardstock, and I did these in inches. Here in the UK our cardstock is in centimetres, but I did these in inches. It just fitted the box better. Alright, so you need 2 pieces, they're exactly the same, and they're 7.5 inches by 8 1/8. Alright, so if you didn't use inches, that would be 19 centimetres by 21.5. Okay, so but back to inches, on the 8 1/8 side you're going to score at 5/8 and 7.5. all right, and so how much would that be in centimetres? It's about 1 17, sort of 1.7 centimetres, okay, from each end. So do that on the white piece, and the this is Melon Mambo that we used in the class. Okay, so what I did, I decorated the top bit with the stencil first of all. So we're going to use one of the blending brushes and a Melon Mambo ink. I can hear my dog barking. Let's see if we can get a little bit of light going on here. Hang on. No, that's going to be too blurry. I think we'll be alright. Right, so I just did a little bit of stenciling on the 2 corners. So you're going to lay down your template, and now you could you know, use a little bit of sticky to hold that down, but really, you know, it doesn't really matter, and you can see to line it up. All right, so I'm just gonna do a little bit of corner. I'm not keeping to the lines, and just do it so it blends, just to decorate the corner a little bit. All right, you see that? So it doesn't matter if it goes off because we're covering in the middle. Just be careful with your fingers, because this has got ink on the top, so just be a bit careful. And keep that still. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to decorate the corner a little bit. Alright, and so we'll wipe that off. These blending brushes, they come in sets of 3. Alright, and then on the other side you're going to put double-sided tape. So you're going to take one of your chocolate boxes and use your bone folder to crease along the score lines. And then you really should use your chocolate box as a guide. So if you just put that underneath, all right, and then you'll get the tension right when you put this on. So if you do it one at a time, take the double-sided tape off. Okay, just so line it up, and then repeat that to the other side. Don't do it too tight, otherwise it won't slide on the chocolate box. Alright, so there you go, you can see it sliding out now. Okay, and we're going to decorate the front with the paper. So I did two lots of little pieces. They're 3 inches by 2 inches. All right, we're going to add them to the sides. I just did it in the middle. Oh, Tombow not working. Come on. About it. All right, and then so I cut the scallop rectangle in Melon Mambo, and we're going to add that with Tombow, not Tombow, we're going to pop that up, give it a bit of dimension. As it's not a card that you're going to put in an envelope, we might as well pop it up, haven't we? Makes it all a little bit more special, 3D'ing it up. If you didn't have the chocolates, you could make this into a card. So just going to do it about there. All right, and then I'll just put that to one side. Now we're going to stamp the flowers. So if I just bring back in the one that I made, so we want 2 big flowers and a smaller flower and some of these little leaves. Okay, so what I've done, it's easy if we're doing lots of flowers at one time, if you just cut a bunch of the actual outline flowers in white that you're going to stamp on. All right, and you're going to put the flowers that you want on your Stamparatus. All right, and then if you ink it up, and then stamp on your scrap. So this scrap paper you can get in the annual catalogue under the page. And then if you use the die to cut like a template, and you can just line it up, all right, so that you'll know where to actually put the actual die cuts that you've die cutted before in the white. So just use your magnet to hold it down. Make sure your paper's buttered right up into the corner. Okay, and then you can put your die shape back in the hole. And then you know, it's really handy, especially the black stays on, it dries up very quickly, and sometimes, you know, not enough ink has gone on there, so you might have to stamp it again. So if you were doing that without doing it like this, you would have to you know, stamp it again, wouldn't you? But that one's come out okay, so like that. All right, so you're going to do that to all your flowers, and then I put the smaller one on the other side. So repeat that again, just ink it up and stamp it, and then you can use a template again. So just keep these templates in your stamp case, okay? So then you've got them for another time. So that's how I did that. And then you're going to, instead of using blends or pencils, whatever, or the ink from the ink pad, you can use the blended brushes again with the ink from the ink pad. Alright, so this time I've just used some Daffodil Delight. So put some ink on your blending brush, and just remember you can't take the ink off. So if you put too much on there, you know, just go lightly. Alright, so this time I started in the middle, so it's going to get darker in the middle, and then I'm just doing it in circles, and I'm going to the outer edge. All right, so you can see there's more colour in the centre, and then do it again so you can build it up. And just lift off the pressure to do the outer edge. I wanted the outer edge to be lighter and I wanted the centre to be darker. Alright, so like that, just for a different look instead of a full dark colour. Oh, my battery's running low, hang on a minute. I'm back. Okay, so that's your little flowers, and do that with the smaller flower as well. Okay, so we want 2 of those, and then for the leaves I did use the blends because they're quite tiny to do the sponging with. So what I did, so do as many leaves as you want. I've already cut some out to save a bit of time, but I was just going to show you. So I've used the dark and light Stampin' blends. Alright, so with the dark, I just started at the bottom and then go over the top, go over it, blend it in. Give it a bit of shading. Alright, so you can do that with all your leaves. I just did a little bit of where I wanted the dark bit. Okay, not being too fussy. Alright, and then I cut them out. So I've got a few here. How many did I need? 4. Alright, so I've got we'll go back to the white scallop then, so it's going to be here. So I'm going to 3D up these flowers. Okay, and then you can tuck some leaves behind them. So you can bend them with your bone folder. I just use the 3D foam pads to pop it up. So we'll start one there, okay, and then another one. Let's use this one. Ooh, sticky backs, they get everywhere, don't they? I do like dimensionals, but the backings, they find themselves everywhere. I had some come on holiday with me once. Alright, so we're just going to have that hanging over. one under there. All right, and then we're going to do a sentiment. So I used a little stitch spanner. This was out of Stylish Shapes actually, this one. So we're going to do happy birthday. That's it. And then that's going to sit on top of there, so we don't need any foam pads on this side, so we just need a couple of foam pads on the right hand side. And then I'll add a little bit of glue because it's sitting on the popped up side already. Okay, so let's get this straight. Centre this up. Okay, and then I'm going to have some little centres. Let's just get those. They're called the Glossy Dots Assortment, and there's some nice sort of Daffodil Delight ones there. So I think I'll use the big ones here. Just add it in the middle. Shall I put a little one? And put it up there. Alright, and then I did use my Wink of Stella brush, and if you flick it, it will put little droplets on there, so just give a little squeeze in there so that there's some in the actual lid. Can you see it sort of hitting the, and when it dries it will look like little droplets. I don't know if you can see that in the camera. You can see it on the leaf. Alright, it just gives it like a little shimmer, which is pretty. And then so we're going to 3D that up. That's one side. And then we'll bring back in the box. Let's just take these. A lot of shadow today. And then that's going to go on the top there. Alright, so that's your sliding chocolate box cover. So I'll show you how to make the gift bag. So that's the little chocolate covered box done. Okay, so we'll go on to part 2 and the matching gift bag. So it's quite a large bag. Just see how it ended up. Yeah, it's nearly 5.5 square and 2.5 centimeters deep. So nice, good, roomy gift bag. Okay, and I did the little matching tag on the handle. So I'll just put it to one side and I'll go through all the measurements. So when I do a little you know, sort of template for myself to remember to make it again, I do it in spare cardstock that, you know, is either retired or gone out. Right, it's gone blurry again, isn't it? So you need 2 sheets. So one piece is 28.5 centimeters by 21. Okay, and along the 28 centimeter side, you're going to score at 6 and 20 and 23.5. Okay, and then along the 21 inch side, you're going to score at 1 centimeter and 7. So on this piece, you're going to cut away the left hand side to just leave the top 2 sections, and on the bottom you're just going to cut away the little sliver on the side and cut up to the score line, up to the first score line. Okay, so your piece for your gift bag will look like that. So one side will look like that, and on the valley side, so the side that you've actually scored, you're going to add tape on the thin section, and then tape on the wider tab at the bottom. Okay, so that's all the tape, double-sided tape you need. Right, so that's on the front of the box. And then the second piece you need for the box is 21 centimeters by 20 centimeters, and along the 21 centimeters you're going to score 1 centimeter and 7 down there. Okay, and along the 20 centimeter side you're just going to score at 6 centimeters. Okay, and so on this one piece, you're just going to cut away the bottom corner again and cut up to the score line to form the tabs. So this is the base of the box. And you're going to put double-sided tape on the thin section, and when you turn it over, you're going to put double-sided tape on the larger tab at the bottom. Alright. So what we're going to do for the box, we're going to join these 2 pieces. So they're going to end up looking like that. Alright, so take your double-sided tape off, one thin section on the second piece, and then I'm going to do this without getting my hair in camera, and then just join it up. Okay, and then you can get your bone folder and burnish all the score lines really well, so you get a nice crisp box. This is Melon Mambo again. I did do polished pink as well in class, but this one is Melon Mambo. Okay, so you've got it like that. So this is the inside. So if you bring back the side that you've got the double-sided tape on the thin section, just take it off, take the cover off, and then you can bring this across and then line it up. Okay, and then you've got your actual box coming together. So if you stand it up on the lid, and then you've got the base is looking like that. Okay, so you want to bring the back side in with the tape on, and then just remove the double-sided cover. And then you're going to bring in the tabs, just trying to keep it square. Alright, and then remove the other sections of tape. Ooh. These are just as bad as the 3D dimensionals. They get little bits everywhere on the floor. And then you can close up the bottom of the box. Alright, so you can see it looking like that. The side looks like that. So you're just going to squeeze in the sides, put your fingers in the sides like that, and you're just going to squeeze it so it meets the score line, so it will look like that. Okay, so that's your gift bag coming together nicely. So we're going to decorate it now. I've got 3 pieces of cardstock that I've embossed with the cascading ribbons. All right. So you've got one piece for the back of the box gift bag. So we're just going to put double-sided tape on that because it is quite lumpy, so it doesn't lay completely flat, this embossing folder. So one of my ladies said, "Oh, you haven't stuck it down properly," and I have. It's just the you know, the shape of the 3D ribbons. Alright, so that's on the back. Okay, and then the front of the flap, you're going to add another piece. Alright, so that's the front of the flap, and then so the top section here is where we're going to put the handle. Okay, so I've got the length of A4 and I've just scored it at each end at 3/4 of an inch, and if you just rub it through your fingers it will naturally want to bend. Alright, and we're going to make a sort of D shape, so you're going to bring the ends in like that. Alright, and then you're going to glue this on top of it, so sort of make a D, and then that's going to go on top of the gift bag like that. Alright, so if we put some double-sided tape on both sides. We just need it there to hold in place for a minute. Alright. So this is the same width. Alright, so it's going to go underneath. And we're going to make a D. Alright, so it's looking like that. Okay, and then we're putting double-sided tape on the back and underneath. And put 3 bits because we might put something heavy in the gift bag. Don't want it coming off, do we? Alright, so just take the backing off. And then that's going to go on the top. Just squeeze it off. I'm just going to do it like this actually. Whoop. Easier to see. Just go slightly in from the sides. Alright. So can you see it coming together now? Okay. Right, so the front section we're going to decorate with the flowers and the labels, but on here on the front I haven't done any decoration, and so you can see, we'll go back to the one that's made. You've got 2 layers on here, and what I've done, I've used the stenciling again to decorate it, so we're going to do that now. So you want a piece of white, whisper white, or basic white, sorry, 5 1/4 by 5 1/4, and another piece of melon mambo, 5 inches square. And then I found it easy to do this one first. Alright, so I'm just going to line it up so it goes slightly off, because it's you need to do a little bit and then move it across. All right, so just do this one first. It's nice if it's light and dark. Okay. Just do as much as you can, and then we'll move it over to do the other side. I found it easy to do this one first, to line up with the other shape. Alright, so then we're just going to lift it up and then move it over, line it up, and then you can finish doing the bit that it missed. Let's see how we've done. Yeah, that's all right. And then we're going to go over with this side, so again it won't line up fully, but we'll do it bit section at a time, and do this lightly, because you don't want to do it too dark, because the bits that you've already done will get sort of blurred out. So do it lightly. This stenciling isn't for clean fingers. I don't often do it, but I had a request, so I thought we'll get on and have a little play. There you go. Alright, so that's the front section done with the ink pad and blending brush. So now we're going to add that to the white layer. Ooh, Tombo's dried up. And then that can go on the front of the gift bag. Bring this back in, and this can go on the front. Okay. Oh, bless you. Alright, so it's going to look like that. And then so I took the large scallop, these 2 pieces in, again like onto the chocolate box. I've used the same layers, so we're just going to build these up. Might as well, because it's nice, you're not putting this in an envelope, are you? So we'll build it up like my 3D dimensionals. The backings off. Just going to centre that. Alright, and then we'll build up the similar image with the flowers and the leaves. So I've got 2 more big ones and 2 little ones and some more leaves. We're going to save those 2 for the tag, I think. Put some more dimension on here. Just use a split. And we can use the foam pads to put the leaves on, like we did before. And bend them. I'll have this one here, I think. I think we just have 2 on this one. And that one there, we'll save a little space for the sentiment. Actually, I'm going to cover that up. Alright, and then I've got a little thin banner, which I'm going to stamp the sentiment on again. Just put a little bit of glue on the end because it's hanging over something that's already mounted. Actually do it like this and come off the end. Alright, so then we're going to put some double-sided tape because we're going to stick this to the lid. Alright, so you only want the to put tape on where it's actually hitting the lid. So we'll just put 2 strips of double-sided tape at the top. We'll take that off. And I'm just going to put it on the lid. Alright, so it's hanging over. Okay, and then you want, I got these from Amazon. I'm sure you've got some in your craft stash somewhere. A Velcro dot or magnetic closure. Don't seem to be, it's not easy to find those at the moment, but these have already got sticky backed dots on there, you know, on the back. So you want a top and a bottom, with hook and eye, so to speak. So stick them together, and then you're going to put them on the top where you want it, like that. Right, stick the back one, and then so close the gift bag where you want it to close. Make sure that it's straight. Alright, and then you can press it down, and then if it's stuck too much, you get your scissors in there and prise them apart, and then press them down, and then that's your little closure for your gift bag. Alright, and then so I made one of those tags again, with the foil paper that you can get free in Celebration. And so we're just going to decorate that again with the last little flower. And a little one at the top. Take that off. Alright, and that can go on the top there. And I've just got some of the silver trim. It's called the Simply Elegant trim. You get gold and silver together. So I've just taken a little section. I'm just going to fold it in half, thread it through the hole, and thread the tails through the loop like that. And then you can just tie it on the handle. So thread it through, and then you're just going to tie a knot. Alright, just so it's hanging down the side, and trim off the excess there. Alright, so that's your little gift bag made. Okay, so you've got a lovely lovely set. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we made in class. You can purchase all the products that I've used from the Stampin Up, my online shop. It's Jenny Moores and .stampinup.net, or you can find the instructions on my blog at www.stampinmoments.blogspot.com. Okay, thanks for looking. Bye.